Hello, Sagittarius. This is Gypsy Spirit here with you, and I'm here to give you your Goddess Power Oracle card reading. Today, it is for the week of September 5th through September 11th. And I don't know a whole lot about all the goddesses, so I enjoy reading what they're about from the book, the Goddess Power book. And then I'll tell you a story that relates to what I read. Anyway, I've already drawn your card, and it's Isis, who is one of my favorite goddesses, and she is about rebirth. So I feel like for some of you, it's time to start a new story for yourself. It's time to let go of the shit that no longer serves you, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But this was 25. Let's see. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and read the story to you. The empowerment message says the process of soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth is the theme recurrent through the stories of the Egyptian goddess Isis, and one that she invites you to address now. This is a powerful moment to see some of what you thought you'd lost go through a process of regeneration to live again. Like magic, the pieces of you that were considered lost and old wounds and stories are ready to be reclaimed in a healthier, more mature version. Where you were hopeless, now there is hope. Where you lost faith, you have the capacity for even more now. Where there is inequity and injustice, now you can see a better way. Where you are abandoned, now you can choose you. You are ready to face these parts of yourself and to gather them together as you step into a newer, more powerful version of yourself, your work, your relationships, and your creativity. Have courage. Let go of blame, claim your accountability, and then co-create something better. You can do this. The goddess Isis has come to help you as a potent supporter in your growth. Your alignment message is the goddess Isis, with her powers of reincarnation, has a message for you. You are not broken. You are not wounded beyond healing, and opportunities are not necessarily lost forever. Your insistence on defining yourself by your losses and wound stories are not serving you now. Your alignment task is to fully accept things they are. Choose to find a way to put the pieces back together. Let die what doesn't serve you and focus on what works. There is so much goodness to come from this situation. Even in this moment, you feel trapped. The goddess Isis wants only the best for you. As you fierce ally, she will challenge you when you go off track. So pick up the pieces, tell a new story, and find home again. You will be amazed at how beautiful things come together when you reject the trapped created by the stories you tell yourself. You have the key, so use it. So let me tell you a story. I was married for 13 years. I had gained over 100 pounds. I had thought about committing suicide because I had come from a very Christian-oriented background with my ex-husband, and you didn't divorce. So I thought the only way out of the marriage was just to commit suicide. I wasn't happy anyway. So I, like I said, I had gained a lot of weight. I had some health problems just beginning. I was probably about 45, 46, maybe 47, somewhere around there. And I used to wake up in the morning 3 weeks before I ended my marriage. I would have these I would wake up and I'd be half asleep, half awake, and I could hear this voice saying, "It's okay to leave your husband. There's somebody else for you. It's okay." And after about 3 weeks of that, I finally decided to make the move to leave. And I think that was probably one of the hardest things at that time in my life that I had to do, or that I did, because I wasn't sure if I could trust myself. But I just remember that I was very, very angry with my ex-husband because he had not done, I felt like he had not been the husband or the father that he needed to be. And that was the reason, one of the reasons why I was leaving. And I struggled, trying to like take care of myself and get back on my feet and everything. And I remember I was in this little basement praying and meditating. And I remember hearing the universe tell me, stop talking about your husband and all the things he did. Because if I were talking to somebody, I could go on for weeks and weeks and tell them everything he did that was wrong and what he did to hurt me and why the marriage didn't work out and it was all his fault and blah, blah, blah. And I heard universe say, stop talking about him, stop thinking about what he did, and let's focus on you. Let's talk about the things that you have done, and let's change what needs to be changed. And it was at that moment that I realized that I needed to make some changes within myself. Yes, I needed to focus on myself and nurture myself and take care of my mind, body, spirit. And universe said that he would take care of my ex-husband in his way. It was really none of my business. It was between God, universe, and my husband on how he was going to be dealt with. And it took a long time for me to learn some of the things that I needed to learn, for me to make the changes in myself that I needed to change. I had to get involved in another crappy relationship. And I had to understand why I kept drawing these relationships into my life. So in all of that, it helped me to remove the things that are not serving me and embrace the good things around me and heal my heart, my mind, my spirit of the things that had been wounded me for so long. I will share another story with you. During that time, especially right after I had left my husband, like a couple months, I used to have these lots of dreams about water and snakes, a lot of snakes. I recall one particular dream. Huge snake was chasing me in the water, and it had fangs like this, and it bit me on my shoulder. I didn't die. But what I realized, I didn't die in the dream. What I learned in all of my metaphysics and learning about, spiritual things and dreams and what they mean and things like that, water is all about healing, and snakes are about transformation, rebirth. So if you see a snake or dream about a snake, it means change is getting ready to come. And it's a good change. So don't be afraid. She's still my friend, but she and her husband were going through a lot of spiritual changes, lots and lots of rebirthing. And they saw snakes. They even had a snake come up through their tub in the tub. And she called me, and I said, yeah, you're going through changes. Things are starting to change. So always embrace it. Know that it's good, but don't be afraid to change your story and not focus on being the victim of what somebody did or trying to find justice or whatever. Focus on the change that you need to make so that you can embrace the good things in your life and to become empowered. Because when you start making those changes and start being true to yourself, you become empowered. So I hope this helps you, Sagittarius. And I look forward to talking to you again next week. Thank you so much. And love and light to you as always. Bye-bye.